everybody, my name is Jess, the Tarotist, and I have a timeless pick-a-card that is attached to the Riddle Rd series, and it is the first video of the series. It is for the number 3 and the word muse. And muse, I googled it, I wanted to make sure I had it correct, is typically based on a woman, but it doesn't have to be. But it's somebody who holds a romantic interest and you create art because of them. It's like you just want to express, whether it's not usually pain, but it's, you know, love or desire or just thinking of them. So this is going to be about the muse in your life. We have pile number 1, Layla. Pile number 2, heart-shaped box. And lastly, we have Magic Man, pile number 3. Go with your gut. I'll see you at your reading. Toodles. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 1, Layla. This message is just for you. It is a timeless pick-a-card reading, and it is attached to the Riddle Rd series that I created. But you don't have to watch the Riddle Rd series to watch this video. This pick-a-card reading is all about your muse. And pile number 1, I don't want to waste time. I have Gemini, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aries, but all signs are welcome. Oh, you know, I don't know if nudity is allowed, so I'm just gonna boop. I'm getting something to do with candy. Maybe you recently ate some candy, or you're on TikTok or YouTube and you see delicious candy being made. I'm also getting something to do with like cassette tapes or VHS tapes. Maybe you are an antique vintage type of guy or gal. I'm also getting something to do specifically with 80s music as well. You might be hearing a Madonna song really soon, or a Rage Against the Machine song. I know that's very different, but that it just came out. So I'm also getting something to do with blood work. You might be getting some blood work done or getting the results of blood work, but I digress. Your muse, pile number 1, is you. Like a flower in spring. Whether you're a man or woman, I highly recommend that this is the time you really explore your body, your sensuality, not just sexuality, what turns you on and how you get your jimmies. I'm talking about what really inspires you to like want to touch your body, to wear awesome undies and maybe cologne or perfume, and or you know what I mean, like the sensuality, the building the scene, wanting to build the scene. Yes, sexy is sexy, but that's the thing, that you're building what sexy is, but this is more than just sex. I'm also getting, this is a little TMI, but if you have the ability to menstruate, I also recommend that this would be the time you explore your body during that time. This would be very beneficial for you. I get that you're going to be really in tune with yourself. Yeah, pile number 1. I'm just getting that right now, you are your own muse. You're exploring your sexual and sensual boundaries, and you're really exploring what love is. I get that you are really a unique, beautiful person. And what I mean by that is the mundane, the everyday doesn't suit you. I get that you march to the beat of your own drum, and I get that you either pursued you pursued a very either traditional path or something that was very like, it just makes sense. After high school, you go to college. After college, you buy your first house with your partner, and after 2 years you get, married, and then you have the kids, and then, I get that you came from a situation where either you were following your family's expectations or society's expectations, and it just didn't work out for you. It wasn't very fulfilling. And I get the more that you explore yourself and explore and open up the possibilities, refine the magic, redefine the magic in what love can be, you are going to be sent on a quest. You already are. And I get the more that you can just open your mind up. And I get like your touch starved right now, and you don't have to go out and have sex. You can, I get, and it's like getting a massage, getting any type of like body work done, even just giving yourself a hug, buying body butter or lotion, and just after your shower, really just touching and taking care and caressing your body. That's really going to help. But yeah, I just get that you are your own muse. And right now, I would say in the next 3 months, you are going to go on the quest. Something is going to happen from the time you watch this, the next 3 months. I know that's really vague, but meaning like there's going to be an opening approaching. And it's going to be love-based, and this could be self-love, this could be with another person, but I get that you are going to find yourself, you're going to find the magic again. It's going to help you redefine it. So you also might be seeing the number 555 as well. Let's get into it. Pile number 1. Pile number 1. What would you like pile number 1 to know? So Cancer's popping out right away. We have the moon in reverse. Let me get a few more cards and I'll do some readings. Double 5s, yeah. You also might be seeing 1111 as well. All right, let's start with this. So really strong water energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I see that when it comes to your love life, you have done the shadow work, right? And we're never done with shadow work, but when it comes to this chapter, you have really done the shadow work. You're looking at both sides of the coin. You're stopping any self-defeating behavior. And it's interesting when you stopped the self-defeating behavior or the behavior of I'm gonna get you before you get me, that very guarded energy, that very backstabby energy. I see that you dropped it. And as a result, no one's listening. And I get that it caused a lot of rifts in your love life and your, in yourself and your relationships. I'm getting that the moment you realized, like, when, like you have the what if questions, those deep moments where you're like, fuck, this doesn't feel good and I have things I want. I gotta do some shadow work. I gotta see what's going on. I'm scared to take the other step. What's the other side like? And I get that you did that work and you put people in their place and you're learning what you love and you're really increasing the love for yourself. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's super intuitive, and I get that you didn't like hurt people, and it's not when I say you had self-defeating or like I'm gonna get you before you get me energy. It's even like this could result in like canceling plans last minute. This could be like that self-defeating behavior. So it doesn't have to be like nitpicky or gossipy or winning at all cost. I get that you really stopped people taking advantage of you, if I'm being totally honest. And I get that it's interesting. No one's talking to anybody. I get that you are totally single, not attached. It caused a rift, but you're sitting pretty, pile number 1. And what you need to know more than ever as your own muse, you are full of all the love that you'll ever need in this life, and everything else is a bonus. And I get that you know that. You are really inspired by life the more you step out of the comfort zones, but the more you challenge these ideals, the more you challenge the people that tell you you can't do it, the more you challenge the status quo. And I get that you know that. And also something to do with an artistic outlet would be so beneficial for you, like a music instrument or any type of craft, but I'm getting something to do with sound. So we have the King of Swords in the upright, followed by the Star in the upright. So this doesn't have to be a man that you're attached to, but the person that you stood up to, that you are not talking to. I see that they are definitely watching you, and I get that there's no like bad blood. It's interesting. This person still has hope for you and them to come back together, to reunite. But ultimately what I'm seeing is they're keeping an eye on you, but they're not talking. You're not even focused on them. You're focused on, you're diving deeper into not only the spiritual world, but your own sense of self. And you're excited. You're discovering more things about yourself. And I see that you're restoring the hope in your own world. Will you get back together with this person? I don't know. Time will tell. But I do see that, like I said, within the next few months, within 3 months, you are going to have an opportunity to have a quest for love. But you did the right things, pile number 1. I see that you did the hard work. Just keep focusing on what you want in life. If the white picket fence dream doesn't sound good to you, stop thinking about it. What does sound good to you? Does living in Massachusetts with 10 pugs sound amazing? Then you need to do that. And guess what? You'll find more people like you when you align yourself and take chances. Not that you should do that right now. I see that right now, this is the time to still explore, but not make those moves just yet. Mentally explore. I hope that helped. I'll talk to you later. Toodles, love you. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 2, heart-shaped box. This message is just for you. A muse message. Somebody in your life, typically a romantic interest, that inspires you to create art, to ponder, to think. This is the message. Now, it is attached to the Riddle Rd series I created. You don't have to watch that, but I highly recommend you do. So, all signs are welcome for pile number 2. I am feeling really strong Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, and Pisces. I'm getting something to do with smoking or vaping. Maybe you're thinking of quitting, or maybe someone you know, you're going to hear that they quit. Or maybe you're just smoking. Who cares? Doesn't matter. No judgment here. I'm also getting something to do with art. For you, pile number 2, I'm getting you should really start to embrace musical, theater, local theater, even TV dramas. Getting invested in multi-layered characters is really essential for you right now, even if it's audiobooks. I'm getting that right now, your muse muscle, if you will, is really craving deep storylines, deep chemistry and connections. Because right now I do see that you are attached to somebody, but you're not together. So on this channel, when I say twin flame, that means that this is somebody that triggers your shadow work and vice versa. You trigger theirs. And the goal is, if you both can grow together and stay together, it's a magical thing. If you can't, and sometimes they're not meant to stay forever, but if you can't, it's typically like, yeah, it's going to really push your buttons. It's really going to challenge you. So I am getting that you are separated from somebody. They could be a fire sign. I'm also getting something to do with Blockbuster. I don't know if this person likes to collect like vintage like signs, or maybe they like or they love videos, or maybe they have an extensive like DVD collection, but Blockbuster just came out to my mind. What I'm getting for you, pile number 2, honestly, is that you are being protected and you're not with the person that inspires you the most. Okay? And I get that you rejected them, but not initially. You might be seeing the number 333. I see your love life is a big theater, which is like everyone's, but I really get that this is you, but really this is you. I get that spirit, God, the universe is really protecting you from somebody, something. Because even though you want to say yes to this person's always watching. This could be an overbearing mother. This could be an ex. This could be a best friend that's, hyper attached. I'm just getting that this person might have rejected you first and then came back around, and now you're rejecting them, but you're really rejecting this person. I get that there's multi levels. This could be a third party situation. It's almost like, I'm just going to say it, like, for example, this is like the kid, this is you, and this is the person that's like, you know, the ex that's using this as a pawn. Now, it doesn't have to be that situation, but I am getting that. Hell, this could even be a person, a peace offering, and then you saying no to it. And I get that spirit is really protecting you, and you're shining. And I get that right now it's not the time for you to like search for love or even explore. Like pile number 1 was like exploring your body, getting ready for the quest of love. You're not there quite yet, and that's okay. And I do see that your love life is kind of blocked right now, but it's you're being protected. It's not being blocked because God or the universe hates you. But what I'm really seeing is the reason you're about to take center stage. But I see that in this time before you take center stage, or as you're taking center stage in your own life, I get that you are seeing the reason why you're still attached to this person, or the reason why you were attached to this person is because of insecurity. They really touched upon an insecurity of yours, and that's how they were able to be a part of your life for so long. I get that this person, like, I get that you guys might have a runner-chaser dynamic, so this person might run from you, and they want to be chased, and yeah, I get that there's a rejection. Like I said, it doesn't feel like you. This feels like you to me, and I don't know why, so I'm just going to go with that. But yeah, I get a lot of back and forth, a lot of, you know, that type of energy. So, without further delay, pile number 2, let's get into your message. And something to do with the color green. We have the Fool energy, followed by the 2 of Cups in reverse. Wow, okay. And the 3 of Cups in the upright. Wow, okay. So lots of water energy. So that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm also getting Aquarius. Pile number 2, you're the Fool, okay? I knew it. You're about to take center stage. Wear the color green or the color yellow for the next 3 to 5 days. Here's the thing you don't realize. This separation may have hurt you in the past. It could still hurt. It still could linger. But what I'm seeing is this separation has set you free, and you are taking center stage in your life. And the Fool is all about new beginnings, but not just new beginnings. It's the beauty of, like, I get like childhood. You don't even know what you're walking into, and I get that that's where you are right now. There's no destination. It's just the Fool finding something. And I get that that's what you're meant to do right now when it comes to your love life. And you're not meant to look for them. You're meant to look for yourself. And I get that your friendships, first of all, mind, body, and spirit, you are more connected to yourself than you have ever been. But I really see friendships, especially someone with dark hair or dark features coming into your life. I see fun times, celebrations. Even though your love life, you might be feeling really rejected and blocked, just know that you are embarking on so much happiness. And I'm really excited for you, pile number 2. I'm also getting something to do with the summertime. You could be a summer baby, or your summertime is going to be super fun. We have the Judgment card in reverse, followed by the 9 of Swords in the reverse. So, the Year of the Dragon. You are the dragon, pile number 2. Whoever you separated from, you both are seeing, really you, how critical this relationship was, okay? And how much anxiety and defeat and sleepless nights you've had, okay? And the more you're separated from this person, the more life you're living. And even though, like I said, there's this lingering sadness, you still think of this person, life is only going to get better, pile number 2. I'm really excited for you. We have the 7 of Wands. What you need to know more than ever, pile number 2, this isn't the 9 of Wands. You don't need to be defensive. Stick up for yourself, okay? I'm not saying you're perfect and you make mistakes, but know that your words, your opinions aren't dumb. What you want isn't stupid. Who you separated from, this critical, it could even be an overbearing parent, even though this is the muse, okay? This could be friendships, this could be a sibling. This obviously feels very romantic, but stand up for yourself and know that it's not that you're always right, but you're not going to let anyone be disrespectful. They're allowed to have different opinions, but they're not allowed to be mean to you, you know? And I get that you really stood up for yourself. Keep standing up for yourself. How do you want to end this, pile number 2? So lastly, to end this, we have the Knight of Swords and the upright, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Be bold. Be courageous with your words. Stand up for yourself. And I get that you might have an issue with how you speak. Maybe you have social anxiety or you stutter. Just know that as long as you're being authentic and as long as you speak up when the moment feels right, your message will be received. And I see you being blessed, pile number 2. Don't feel so caged in. You're not in a box, okay? You're bigger than the box. And the last relationship you were in kept you in a box. This person might come back around. I have a feeling they might. And they could also like to play poker, but I digress. Luck is on your side, pile number 2. Don't give up. Celebrate life and go explore. I hope that helped. Until next time. Love you. Toodles. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 3, Magic Man. This message is just for you. Now, this is related to my Riddle Rd series, but you don't have to watch it. It's a timeless activity box that I created for the collective, but I highly recommend you do. This is a message about your muse messages. I just drew the eyes at first, and I'm like, dear Lord, that's menacing. So I had to draw the wand because that's fun. But yeah, there's a song called Magic Man, and she talks about his blue eyes, and love me some baby blues. So there we go. Pile number 3, this is your message. All signs are welcome. I am feeling really strong. Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, Aries, Gemini, and Libra. I'm also getting the name Eric or Erica. The initials E, R, F, J, P. I'm also getting something to do with this person's eyes. I mean, I know I just was talking about the eyes, but like, I just feel like you love staring into this person's, like, they're just really sexy eyes. So it's interesting. Out of all the piles, this really feels like somebody that you're connected to, and there is like a distance, but out of all the piles, this feels still like love, and it feels very like lusty and sensual. Like there's a strong sexual tension. Or maybe you guys had very passionate sex. I'm also getting something to do with Italian. This person might be Italian descent or Roman. Even Greek, I'm getting. You also might be seeing the number 7, the number 222. I'm also getting something to do with a new bank account or starting a 401k. I digress, pile number 3. The muse message for you is, like I said, I feel like you're taking a break from somebody. I feel like it's definitely strong sexual energy. I feel like you guys, if you aren't taking a break, it's just, this is somebody you intend to marry, and vice versa. I feel like this is somebody you really want to commit to. You could have taken vows, or like you want to. Like, this is somebody that you feel like has the potential to be in your life for a very long time. And I get that you aren't really, even if you're together, you're not really focusing on the relationship as much as you're focusing on your renewal. I feel like sexually, you're not really feeling it. Not this person, but you're just not feeling either sexy or sexual. You're really focused on your health. And I get that you are really in tune with the Earth's seasons, meaning I recorded this in January 2025. So it's winter, and I get that right now this is your physical winter. So maybe things aren't really blossoming for you. Like life might be good, but when it comes to like love and creativity and passion, it's just not, it doesn't feel like the right time. And you are totally right, because it's not. We have protection and anxiety. I get that you might suffer from mental health issues such as anxiety, depression. I want to give you an internet hug because I do too. And I know how hard it is. You also could be born in the 80s or 90s. I know that's like really like broad, but I'm just getting really strong like millennial energy or even Gen X energy. And what I'm getting for you, pile number 3, more than ever, is keep focusing on your health. Keep focusing on the anxiety. It is getting better. And you were right by taking a break or taking time for yourself before taking on this relationship. I get that you're blocked for a reason. You're blocked for protection. Pile 2 had something very similar. I'm also getting something to do with decoration. You might be moving soon. You also might be thinking of getting a new rug or new carpet. Why am I doing that with my knuckles? I only do that when I'm like anxious. So yeah, I'm getting that your anxiety is having dips, right? Highs and lows. And with this focus, like putting the focus fully on you and loving yourself through it, even if it's just other health issues, loving yourself and putting the focus on you is the right thing to do. I'm also getting that the person you're attached to is definitely praying about you. Now, it doesn't have to be any sort of religion. All religions are welcome on my channel. But I am seeing that they are definitely hoping for the best. There's definitely like a blood tie. I don't know if you guys have children together or, like I said, marriage. Like there's just, you guys are very connected, whoever this person is. And I don't know, and I definitely see like there's a sense for fighting for the connection. I just don't think right now is the right time to fight for it. You know what I mean? And I think that they see that too. All right, let's hop in with the tarot message, pile number 3. What is pile 3's muse message? 9 of Pentacles in the upright. So really strong earth energy. That would be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. She is Miss Independent. You can be a man or woman watching this, doesn't matter. But right now, you are not physically fighting for anyone. You're not attached to anyone. I keep looking at this man. So it's interesting. I wonder if the person you're attached to wants to fight for you. But yeah, I see that the mentality that you're in is investing for the future, spoiling yourself a little bit because you know how to save. And also, you're learning how to manage your anxiety. You're learning how to manage your mental health. You're learning how to manage, just get mental health being of utmost importance. Like, yes, physical health as well, but I'm really just getting, you are putting all the love and attention onto yourself. And even though you feel really blocked by spirit, God, the universe with love, it's because you are, but lovingly. It's not because God hates you, you know? And sometimes it feels like that when you're single for long, but it's not the case. And I do see financial abundance. I also see the next 2 months, you really leaning into this and being really happy, like being able to see it, seeing yourself through it. And I already see that you are, you know, with your anxiety. I get like it's already becoming more under control. Pile number 3. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse, followed by the Death in reverse. So that's you. Because it's interesting, you have the 9 of Cups as solo, but your emotional family doesn't even have to be your blood family. The emotional connections you keep are kind of in disarray. But I see that it's been, I'm just going to use these words. I see that the emotional connections that felt like it's been happening. It's been dead for a long time. That's what I'm trying to get at. I get that this is nothing new. It's not anything that you're mourning anymore. It's just the energy you're in of being single. But yeah, I get like the emotional connections that you were keeping have just been so unbalanced, and they did cause you a lot of anxiety. And I see that there was a death, whether it was like a rejection or whatever the case may be, maybe someone ghosted you or just walked away. It was for your protection, as crazy as that sounds. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. It's it's interesting. You have to know how fucking stable you are, man or woman. As a unit, you are a force. Like, you are physically grounded, you are stable, you are becoming more confident in who you are, and your physical kingdom, your apartment, your house, your rent, your fucking 401k, it's all coming together, and you are able to not only splurge on yourself, but I see you giving gifts to loved ones and being generous. People know you for your warmth and your generosity, and you want everyone you love to have the finer things in life. But not just that, like you want to give to charities, like you just want to share the wealth that you have. But because you're incredibly smart, you know where to put your energy and your resources. And that's what this block was all about, to learn that. Because whoever you separated from, whatever died, was really like toxic. Like seriously, like look at this card. It's like, it's intense, you know? Nine of Swords. It's interesting, for better or worse. And then we have the Nine of Swords. So whoever you're attached to, the connection, it could be a man or woman. There's a lot of sexual energy. So I would say this feels definitely more romantic. They have really piercing eyes, or they could have dark features. They are sleepless nights. They are definitely upset over you. They definitely worry about you. I get like they're really worried about you dating again. Because they're like, man, she or he is looking good. Not just that, like they know how incredibly stable and giving you are, and the love radiates off you, and they wish they could be a part of that. And I see them staying up really late. I see that they might be losing weight or just not really taking care of themselves. They also could be into anime. We have the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So this person is anxious because realistically they know that they were not emotionally mature enough for you and ready to take on any level of commitment. And I see that you see that too. And realistically, you might have not been stable enough to handle a serious relationship, because I see, for better and worse, I think like vows, right? So this is a person, I feel like this is like a long commitment coming in, or this person, like you guys both sensed it. You guys just, right people, wrong time. You both were emotionally not ready for this connection. But I'm seeing this person might have had more of a fear of commitment, where it's really your mental health was really needed the forefront, that energy focus, you know? Because it would have sabotaged your whole relationship, and you see that. And I see that you both, like I said, the next, it could be March, you're going to hear from this person, or the next, this doesn't feel fast moving. It's a lot of earth energy. So realistically, the next 3 months or the month of March, I see this person reaching out to you via text message. They could write you a letter, or I just get that you both are ready to collaborate and work on building something substantial, like working together. And I see that, you know, I see good things, because you are going to be in an emotionally better place. This person, when they do approach you, they're going to be in a better place because they finally have the courage to actually approach you. And I see a lot of good things. So that is your muse message. I hoped it helped. I love you. Toodles.